Hey, ScytherGreen here from Server 73, welcome back to Skill School, Episode 8. Today we're looking at Ignite, an elite passive skill for Magic Immortals. The name makes it sound like it should set your enemies on fire, but in reality, it's more like lighting a candle. Is it worth your soul crystals, or should you skip it entirely? Let's find out. So, what does Ignite actually do? Ignite is a passive skill. That means once you equip it, it's always on. There's no cooldowns, no triggers, no fancy conditions. It simply adds a flat boost to your Immortal's magical attack. At level 1, it gives plus 540 magical attack. At max, level 8, it reaches plus 1800. This bonus increases the damage of any skill or attack that scales with magical attack. One catch, only Magic Immortals can equip it. So this means you won't see it as an option for your frontline or physical damage dealers. It unlocks in the Tower of Knowledge at level 20, and the unlock cost is 8,000 soul crystals. From there, every upgrade costs more, all the way up to 57,600 just for the final level. If you take it from level 1 to level 8, the total cost comes to 122,720 soul crystals. That's a lot for a skill that only gives you a flat stat boost, and it's the same price tag as other elite passives that scale much better. I've put the full upgrade path on screen so you can see exactly how both the cost go up each level. Alright, so who actually benefits from Ignite? The short answer, any Magic Immortal. The position limit means it won't even show up in anyone else's menu. Let's look at these three: Cleopatra, Merlin, and Empress Wu. Take Cleopatra. Her ultimate, Entangling Snakes, hits all enemies with magical damage, up to a 300% damage rate at level 8, and also weakens the two enemy mages with the highest magical attack. Ignite boosts her base magical attack, which makes that AoE hit harder. But notice, Ignite doesn't make her debuffs stronger, it only buffs the damage side of her skill. Then there's Merlin. His ultimate prophecy blasts the whole enemy team with a 520% damage rate at maximum. If the target is chilled, that damage goes up by another 50%. Ignite directly raises his magical attack, so his base hit is stronger, and when chill lands, the 50% bonus multiplies off that stronger base. Ignite doesn't provide chill itself, you'll need Artemisia for that, but it makes Merlin's payoff bigger when the combo works. And finally, Empress Wu. Her ultimate, Imperial Fire, hits a random enemy for up to a 600% damage rate, and has a chance to bounce that damage to two more nearby enemies. Ignite pushes her magical attack higher, which means her ultimate, along with every bounce of Imperial Fire, gets stronger. Since her damage scales directly from magical attack, he takes full advantage of the flat boost every time she casts it. So yes, Ignite does something. Equip it on your Magic Immortals, and you'll see a bump in their ultimate damage. The problem is, that bump is pretty small compared to the cost of leveling it up. And then there's Concentration, which unlocks a little later at level 24. It costs the same 8,000 soul crystals to unlock as Ignite, but instead of a flat number, it boosts all magical damage by up to 30%. That means it multiplies the final output of your skills, making it stronger the further you progress. That's the problem for Ignite. It gets squeezed from both sides. Wisdom is cheaper, earlier, and scales better. Concentration comes fairly soon after, costs the same, and multiplies harder. Ignite can't keep up with either of them. It unlocks early, but it's outclassed almost right away. Now, how do you actually know Ignite is working? Like Dominate, it's invisible in battle reports. You won't see an icon, you won't see a line that says, Ignite did this much. The only way to check it is to run the same fight twice, once with Ignite equipped and once without. Here's an example with Merlin. Without Ignite, his ultimate prophecy dealt about 1.1 million damage, making up 63% of his total. With Ignite, prophecy dealt about 2.1 million damage, making up 82% of his total. That looks like Ignite doubled his damage, but here's the truth. It didn't. In the test where it's not equipped, Merlin only cast prophecy 3 times. In the test where it is equipped, he casted 5 times. The extra ultimates are what caused the massive jump. What Ignite did was raise his magical attack stat, so each of those hits landed harder than they would have otherwise. Since prophecy scales at 520% of his magical attack, even a flat boost from my level 4 Ignite gets multiplied several times over into extra damage. So the takeaway is this: Ignite won't make your mage suddenly double their numbers. But if you compare runs side by side, you'll see each ultimate and each magical hit is a little stronger when Ignite is equipped. I really need to emphasize the point. That punch never really gets any stronger. Ignite's boost is flat. That means no matter how strong your account gets, the number never grows beyond plus 1800 magical attack at max level. Now compare that to Wisdom. Wisdom unlocks right from the start at level 1, costs only 500 soul crystals to pick up, and gives a percentage boost, up to 60% magical attack at max. Because it's percentage based, it scales with everything. Your upgrades, your gear, your buffs. As your account grows, Wisdom keeps growing with it. So where does that leave Ignite? It costs 8,000 soul crystals just to unlock, and more than 120,000 to max out. For all that, the benefit never goes beyond a flat 1800 magical attack. That's enough to give your mages a small bump when you first pick it up, but it doesn't grow with your gear, your tower, or your buffs. Wisdom, which unlocks earlier and costs a fraction of the price, scales all the way up to 60%. Concentration unlocks not long after, at level 24, and multiplies your final damage. Both of those keep getting stronger as your account grows. Ignite doesn't. That's why it belongs in F tier. It's not even filler. It's a trap. Skip it, save your soul crystals, and move on. So that's Ignite. A skill that looks flashy on paper but burns out fast in practice. It gives your mages a small boost, but the cost is steep and the return just isn't there. By the time you're done saving the crystals, better options are already waiting for you. What about you, though? Did you ever try Ignite on Cleopatra, Merlin, or Empress Wu, and did it feel worth it at the time? Or did you skip it and save those crystals for something stronger? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how it played out for you. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you in Norheim.